Grimaldi, what's up? What's up, Mr. Grimaldi? Dwayne Killy Kelly for update on anything. Let's show a little light. Whew. Drinking my coffee, well, my mushroom coffee out of my really cool Star Wars cup. Yeah, market's finally having a nice move up right now. Oh, not OXT, but I was gonna say OXT. Jojo on Mars is going up. Let's go. Look at this. Dude, this is great. This is great. Is it gonna be our time? Are my cells gonna go through? I'm not even looking at it. Actually, I shouldn't look at it because it's like I feel like if I look at it, I'm gonna get screwed. Dwayne Killy Kelly for 5 beams. That's funny because I read your beam. I said for 5 beams. Hey, I hope when I look at it, I hope it's up for you, man. You said beam, PYR, and FitFi, all coins that were at the bottom. So I hope we're getting a move up. Oh, beam is getting a move up. Oh yeah, we're breaking out. Oh shit, dude. Let's go. Hey, this is going to be your moment, though, okay? Because remember how we always say, hey, we're going to look back. And this was a top, you know? Wrong coin. Hold on. This is super annoying. Beam, USDT. There we go. Yeah, so we're overbought, not necessarily meaning anything. Obviously, we were extremely bullish and we hung out here for a while. Since July, we've been just going up. For beam, yeah, we're attempting to break out. So very simple, keeping it very simple right now. We said bearish under 207. We're over that, and as of right now, 1 cent is in place. So you might actually get one final impulsive move up. So if you notice when we look at RSIs, you have like the giant moves up that like makes it super green, right? Like kind of like what you had it here, but some coins are bigger when we look at it. So you might get that final impulsive move up. I'm not saying we topped out here, but just remember we have resistance at 1 cent, and then the next target is going to be 1 cent 70. So you might even get a really big move up to 1 cent 70, and then from there we'll take a look at a retracement, and then I'll have to wait for the next move up. But what we don't want to see is it just stopping. I'm not saying it's just going to stop, but these are all areas that you need to be like, okay, well, hey, this is when I'm going to take profits, or hey, like, you know, because I mean, from the low to the high right now, you're already up over 100%. So you're up 2x right now, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it for beam. And then you said, I hope all of them are moving. PYR. Yeah, PYR is moving too. What is it up? 100%? No, it's up 50%. So obviously our other coins performing better. Yeah, for PYR, it's a little bit more of a gamble because you're so far off from this 236. Yeah, I'd say bearish under $2. So as long as it's under $2, it's still macro bearish, unfortunately. But once you break $2, then you're going to get that bigger move up to 377 and then have a 618 retracement, which is exactly what happened last time. We would have said the same thing. You establish a floor here. We had resistance. We were bearish under 525. So we came up here, tagged it 3 times before we actually broke out. Got stuck at the 382, and that was it. That's all she rode, and then she basically came all the way back down. So now financial advice, just my opinion, and then FitFi. Yeah, these are all coins. Hey, first of all, thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate that. Second of all, these are all coins that are at the lows. So like this is it for you, right? You're just waiting for it to. You're just waiting for these coins to come back to life, but again, you have a lot of resistance. So even here for FitFi, right? I would have said the same thing. Hey, bearish under 1 cent, bullish over 2 cents 40. We literally got stuck in resistance, okay? So I'm not saying it's going to happen the same time, but just remember what you've been through, because it would be very unfortunate if it comes all the way back up to 2057 and your portfolio from the low is up like 323% or even 10x, And then if you hold it, we might come back down. So I'm not saying sell everything. I'm not saying sell anything at all, but just always be mindful of that. I stress that out. I stress that so many times. Definitely take profits on the way up. I mean, right now it's like barely anything for step up, for example, because it's so far off away from the 236, and you know we still can come up to the 236 and 382. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I hope you make it, man. We'll see later today, or we'll see hopefully on the live stream. I'm selling everything. Yeah, Dwayne Killer Kelly, dude, I don't blame you, man. I'm selling everything too, but obviously I have my targets selling on the way up, obviously for Dogelon. So the hopes is that all my sell orders go through, but the second I feel like we topped out, I'm just going to cancel all my sell orders and I'm just going to sell it. And you guys can thank me for that, because usually when I sell, it marks a bottom, and then we could start going up from there. A lot of people in the chat today. We have 27 viewers. I'm assuming we're doing very good, so that's really good, actually. The Silver Days is in the house. Hello, good morning. How are you? Let's see. I'm selling everything. PNG. Zora, the best space coin, going nuts, up 80% since yesterday. Shit is moving. I'll take my money and put it in NVIDIA on a pullback. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Does NVIDIA pay dividends? Let me see. Do you have Robinhood? I forgot. Ooh, NVIDIA is having some sort of pullback right now. Yeah, NVIDIA pays 0.02%. That's not good at all. I don't like their dividend payout. What's up, Gearthan? Welcome to the live stream. Wealth Abundance, welcome. Chatster, welcome. Dagusmain. Yeah, you're asking for PNG, but did you watch the video? If it's in between 20 and 25 cents, you're just still stuck in resistance. So if I look at it, there's really like if it's stuck between 20 and 25 cents, then I'm not gonna look at it, because yeah, it's still not broken through. So we got stuck at 20 cents. So you already know. If you watch the video, you already know. Same with Goldfinch. We already made an update video on it yesterday, so we can take a look at it again, but we do have to prioritize other coins. Let's see. I told the cat lady in my hood about you 3 days ago, and then we went to the corner store to buy cans of food for the cats for some strays she saw on the way home. Aw. That's sweet. Flip Coins is in the house. Let's go. What's up, Flip Coins? Matty Ghost. What's up, Matty Ghost? How are you doing? Long time no see. Matty Ghost shows up when the markets are doing very good. When your coins are going up, that's when Matty Ghost comes by. Comes by the live stream. Hey, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Let's see. Yeah, a little like 2 cents. Dogecoin getting a nice move. Yeah, so is Dogecoin, actually. Yeah, we'll take a look at all your guys' coins, obviously. Yeah, Dogecoin's about to have a breakout. So, actually, let's take a look at Dogecoin. Ethereum probably about to break 4,000, which is going to validate like the altcoin season, in my opinion, unless we get stuck, which would be horrible. Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream, so it looks like we're attempting to have a breakout right now. So let me just delete my squibbles. So we are we over this box yet? Let me see. No, not yet. We're still stuck, but once we get over this box, once we get over 26 cents, which is where we're getting stuck at right now, I'm going to have to redraw the targets because I need to delete this box, and this box is going to shift, obviously, to the next high. But once, on the macro time frame, once this area does break, 43 to 48 cents is the next area of resistance, so hopefully we do get a big move up there, validate this uptrend, and making this higher high and higher low. And then from there, it's previous all-time high, and then Dogecoin up to $3, up to $4 around this area. Now, before I say Dogecoin is $4, that's not what I mean. I mean Dogecoin up to $4, meaning that when we break the previous high, it's free for all. I don't know how high it's going to go. Nobody knows how high it's going to go. Everyone just has their guesses. The way that I see it is that we have a resistance up here at up to $4. So theoretically, that would be the next target, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have to come up here. We could still get stuck like some, $1.60 could be the top, $2 can be the top or whatever. But regardless, I know a lot of people are getting excited. We have a lot of resistance to break through. The RSI is extremely overbought. So just be careful because, we are due for some sort of pullback and correction before the next move up. So none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Man, so many people in the chat. Let's go. This is definitely the Shadow Realm, the cruel game they play by pumping it only to crush our souls by dumping it. I've been here before. That's true, Perry. That is very true. It does feel very euphoric right now. A lot of views. I'm getting a lot of views now. The views are going up. The subs are going back up. If you guys haven't subbed, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 10K by September. I'm trying to get to 10K by July 21st. So please subscribe. That would greatly, that would do me a solid. You guys don't even have to watch me, but you could just subscribe and delete the notifications. Anyway, JR Ford says, I wouldn't be too quick to sell, even though I know a lot of jumps are in rotations. I hate to sell to watch a rev. Yeah, that's why you don't sell everything at once. Flip coins for 10. Damn, flip coins, 10 beans. Thank you so much. I hope your coins are doing good. We'll take a look at them for you. Thank you so much for the $10, man. That's a lot of money. And you sent $10 yesterday, so that's crazy. That's 20 bucks. So thank you so much. You're always super chatting. I really appreciate that. I'll be here, so no hurry on my coins. I already know your coins. It's SNEC, CKB, Billy, and used car. So let's take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at the chat, okay? Let's take a look at your gamble plays for it first, because I don't know if they're, like, Dogecoin's moving, so I think these should be moving, right? Obviously, right? No, so used car is still under resistance at 2028, so it's still bearish. But I mean, this is one of the coins that you're just going to wake up to, and it's going to be a giant green candle. So just FYI, nothing's changed with used car. And then Billy, yeah, Billy's just also getting stuck at resistance 55. So I think once, that's crazy because Dogecoin is going up and the meme coins are moving. So maybe we just have to wait a little bit longer before money trickles down into the smaller alts, meme coins, which obviously Billy is one of them. Great liquidity to market cap ratio, as I always say, and it's locked liquidity, so very good. But yeah, it's still bearish. 205.55. The next target is 1 cent, but you're still in this channel, and the targets on the upside are 1 cent 11 and then 3 cents 59. So I'll keep you updated on that. And then you said SNEC. Luckily, we have saved charts now, so this is pretty good. Yeah, so SNEC. Okay, so for SNEC, we actually came back up to the area of resistance, and this is exactly why we draw these lines. For flip coins, it doesn't really matter because you're kind of diamond handsing it. But for traders or for people that are accumulating, these are key areas because these are areas where you're like, hey, this is the next resistance. So I might sell a little bit and then buy back when it drops a little bit, right? But yeah, I mean, SNEC is respecting this right now. I mean, last time we looked at it, it was at 30. Now it's at 42. It actually retested this area of resistance, which is what? Yeah, the 618. So it had a 618 retracement. So you remember how we were like, hey, this might pull a turbo, where it does a 618 retracement, comes back down, retests 203, and then moves up. I don't know. I'll check turbo too, though, but we'll see what turbo's doing. But I think turbo is now over the 618. But regardless, for SNEC needs to break 47. Once that breaks, then obviously all-time high is in play. Okay. CKB, SNEC, you have turbo too. So let's take a look at turbo. Yeah, so turbo 618 and then another 618 retracement. Taking a look at turbo on the live stream. So Nothing's really happening with Turbo right now. We're looking to break out of the 618. So we had two 618 retracements so far, and we got stuck at it twice right now. Once you break 20's58, and the next target is 20's87, and then from there, previous all-time high 110.46 is in play, and then to the moon. And then on the downside, 20's5 needs to break, but obviously we're having a really big rally right now. The market is having a really big rally. Altcoins are having really big rallies right now. So we're just waiting for that next move up right now with Turbo. As always, I will keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, and then you said CKB. Yeah, CKB, damn. We were just waiting for this. But be careful with CKB. You're extremely overbought. Look, I don't think we've been here before. So what you really want to see with CKB is something like this. You see how the RSI over here was overbought, and then we got a cool off, but we actually made higher highs across the board while the RSI kind of reset. What we really want to see is something like that, because even last time we didn't get that, but we did mark some sort of top and we made a lower high. So from the high to the low, we actually had a 618 retracement. Very important, very key. So you had a 618 retracement, and then you basically came back down, and then from here to here, yeah, so you actually broke resistance, but we're not going to look at it on the shorter time frame. So for CKB on the bigger time frame, as of right now, you're trying to get over 20's78. Once you break 20's78, 618 retracement should put it at 110.40. But I'm not sure if you're diamond handsing it past that. But those are key areas of support. Resistance, and then support would be coming back down and retesting 20's52 and 20's59, and then getting that next move up. But at any point, if we do fall below these two areas, then you are going to get a bigger move back down to the lows at 36 and 42. That's pretty much it for CKB. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. And let me know if there's any other coins, flip coins, and thank you so much for the $10, man. That is awesome. Dwayne Kelly for 2 beans. Let's go. You didn't say anything. Let me know what you need me to look at for you. Look, my no hand says Cookie DAO, please. I got to do that because that is a member. And then JR Ford super chat it, which we'll take a look at too. So, and then we'll take a look at every other coin. Obviously, for everyone else, we will be looking at your coins, but obviously members and super chats prioritize. But I'm going to look at all your guys' coins. I'm not going to not look at your coins. For Cookie DAO, yeah, Cookie DAO is not doing too bad. It's not really, nothing's standing out on the RSI or the stock RSI. You really want to look at the RSI when it's overbought and when it's oversold, because overbought is like, ooh, maybe, be careful, don't buy the tops. And then oversold is like, ooh, maybe I should buy some more coins. That's why we look at these two indicators. That's why I look at those two indicators. For Cookie DAO, so far so good. You did get that 382 breakout, so we did get, we got over 1790, which means that we're macro bullish. What we don't want to see with Cookie DAO is getting stuck at 24 cents. So just don't get stuck if we do come up here. Don't get stuck, because that is still making a lower high and it's still validating this downtrend. Okay. You do need to get a breakout over 23 cents. Once that breaks, double top at 32 cents should take you to 48 cents once you get that breakout. But that's really it. And then as long as it's over 1790, then the target on the upsides are still valid. So that's what I think with Cookie DAO. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you so much, Popeyes. No, I'm just joking. Popeyes is pretty old. You don't look that old. You're not that old. You look like you're like in your 40s or something. But you're yoked, which is the only reason why I say that. Anyway, JR Ford for 2 says Tickcoin and Mew, please. You got it. And then Dwayne Kelly, let me know if there's anything else you need me to look at for you. Damn, super chat's coming in hot today. Let's go. That is awesome. So yeah, let's take a look at Tickcoin. Oh, we actually broke down. Yeah, we actually broke down. So everything's invalidated. That's crazy, because we said we had resistance here at 9 cents. Wait, yeah, you asked for this, and then we said we had resistance at 9 cents, and then it came up and it tested it. and then it got stuck there. So if you sold, congratulations, and if not, then I guess on the shorter time frame, we still technically have support at 2.058. But obviously, you know, this is a complete gamble, okay? So this is a complete gamble play, so be careful with this, obviously. And then as far as targets on the upside, so that is support right now. Once you do get a breakout, and if this is the floor, then you have resistance at 1 cent 30, 1 cent 80, 3 cents 40, and then back up to 9 cents. And then keep in mind, this is going to be, yeah, it's going to be almost a 10x back up to its all-time high. So not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said Mu. Wait a minute. This is the right coin, right? Yeah, this is the right coin, I think. Yeah, so for Mu, damn, whoever bought down there, congratulations. It looks like you're attempting to break out. No, you did break out. So for Mu, you broke out over 2.035. I'd say the next target as of right now is 2.058. And then resistance at 8, followed by previous all-time high at 1 cent 20. Let's look at the RSI and the stock RSI. Yeah, so we're overbought, so you might get one last impulsive move up that takes us to the 618 retracement. So just be careful. We might get some sort of correction after we hit that. Next target on the upside would be 4 cents 60 for Mu. I think Mu is on Robinhood too, if I'm not mistaken. So you do have a lot of potential on the upside for Mu. I don't think Mu is a gamble play because I think it's on Robinhood. And I wish I had bought Mu actually because it's like a cat coin. Well, actually, I wish I had bought Mog, but we're not going to do that. But I think Mu is on Robinhood, so I think it is a pretty solid play. Anyway, thank you so much for the 2. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you for the 2 beans. That's going to help me feed my cats. Let's go, Muse. Look at that. It's going to help. It's going to help me. That one. She eats a lot. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it? Anyway, I should probably put this back. Hopefully I didn't mess up my thing too much. I don't know if you guys can see my little ball of love. My little paw, my little fur there, but she's just sleeping in her little basket. Oh, wealth abundance. Wealth abundance. I hope you're here, or I hope you saw the cat, because you're always asking for the cats. The other one is just sleeping on the bed right now. So anyway, Zebic. Yeah, so we're just in the waiting room for Zebic right now. Nothing's really happening with Zebic. So we need to break out over 2.035, and then if we do break below 2.03, then 2.022 needs to hold on the downside. That's pretty much it for Zebic. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then if I missed anybody's coins right now, it's kind of free for all right now because I did all the member coins and I did all the super chats. So in case you guys need me to look at anything for you, please let me go, or please let me know. Brian says XDC. That's the first one I saw, so that's the first one we're going to do. Oh, XCC is doing pretty good, man. Damn. Yeah. Taking a look at XDC on the live stream. So XDC it looks like it's breaking out right now. So you broke through 8 cents 20. The target right now on the upside is 10 cents. And then once that breaks, I do think that 12.50 and then 15.60 are all targets in play. And then you're looking at all-time highs for the shorter time frame, all-time highs at 29 cents for XDC. But once this thing runs and once this thing goes parabolic, so it's 29 cents, and then we have a target up to 80 cents. So anywhere, I know that's a really big range, but those are the targets that I show on the upside. Now keep in mind the RSI is extremely overbought and the stock RSI is very bullish. So if we don't get one last impulsive move up that breaks us to the next areas of resistance, for a continuation up and giving some time for the indicators to cool off, you're looking at a retracement to 8 cents and 8 cents 80. At any point, if we don't hold this area, we are probably going to get a move back down to 6 cents to 7 cents. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Sorry, I had to make a video on XCC because it's up so much, and that ad revenue is really going to catch up. Book of Ethereum. Oh, yeah. Book of Ethereum is doing pretty good. You need to get a breakout over 32 cents. That was still our target. So unless you, because you're still validating this downtrend wick, so like it needs to break 32 cents, and it looks like it's attempting to go there, but you need to get a blow off top. It should take us back up to 84 cents, but and invalidate this downtrend. But as long as it's under 32 cents, that's still you're still hitting resistance technically. But it looks like it wants to break out, so we're just in the waiting room. Sub-Zero, first time I've ever seen you. Damn, dude, is that you in your picture? What the heck? Is that you? Dude, that guy's yoked, man. What the? My arms are like can never probably get that big. You know what? You have better genes. I'm just gonna blame it on the genes. You know how people do that? Like small people, they're like, oh, my genes suck. No, I was like in high school. I was like 120 pounds. So, I had to work very hard to get to this point, but it's not like I'm even that big, so it don't matter. Sub-Zero for 100 SNEC. Hey, flip coins. Someone's sending me SNEC. Someone's sending me 100 SNEC. Let's go. I actually don't know how much that is, but hey, honestly, thank you so much for that. Is that Syrian, like, what is that, Syrian? I don't even know what that is, but thank you so much for the 100 SNEC. That's awesome. Or SEC, sorry. I'm just going to say SNEC. Can you look at Illuvium, please? It's at is 120 possible this cycle? Illuvium came all the way back down. So it hasn't, obviously you already know, because people used to ask for it, and it's not performing. It is not performing that well. And you can see that if you look at the price and the market cap, they've been releasing coins. So even though the price is in a downward slope, the market cap is actually not at its all-time lows. It's actually stabilizing, meaning that they've been releasing coins the entire time. So releasing coins, releasing coins dilutes the market, which is inflationary, which reduces the value of everyone's coin that's out there. Okay. So to answer your question, if you think that it's going to go back up to $130, we're going to have to look. We're going to have to see, because it's at 83 million market cap. So if you're saying, can it go back basically up 10x? Can it go back up to 870 million market cap? That would be close to its previous all-time high in market cap. So I'm not going to say that's impossible. And then let's look at the targets for you. So I hope that made sense. I know that's a lot of information. I hope that made sense. But so for Illuvium, looking at the indicators, we are overbought right now, so hopefully we do get one last impulsive move that breaks some areas of resistance, that gives us some areas of support to work with. Because even if you start getting some sort of retracement right now, as long as the price action is bearish under $32, as long as the price action is under $32, it's still macro bearish, okay? And you don't have any more support. You just have to hope that this previous floor holds. So if one example of this is, if you say you came into the channel and you asked about this back here in December of 2022, I would have said the same thing. I would have said, hey, bearish under $92, bullish over 176. And you can see we consolidated, got stuck, came all the way back down, stayed over this previous low, came up, got stuck, and then got stuck at 167 before we came all the way back down and made a lower low. Okay. Again, a lot of information here. So given that we've established a floor here, right? Given that we've established a floor here at $9.29, the target on the upside is $32, and as long as it's under $32, it's bearish, and then bullish over $75. Now, what I said earlier with Illuvium is that a 10x, which is what you're asking for, isn't crazy because technically speaking, the 0.5 target is $134, which is key resistance that we got stuck at last time. Okay, so we did get stuck there, and we do have a target at what you're saying. So 120, 136, whatever. It's relatively close enough. And that is going to put the market cap less than the previous all-time high market cap. So it is possible, yes, I think it is, but anything over that is going to make the market cap higher, but the price is always going to be lower. Because for Illuvium to go back up to $1,727, it needs to do, look, it needs to do 120x, okay? So 120x is going to put the market cap at, what is it? So 100x would be 8.7 billion, and then 20 would be 1/5 of that, which is like 15. So 1.5 billion. So it will be around $10 billion, which means that the market cap is going to come all the way up to 10 billion, and the price action is going to make a double top. So I think that's a little bit more harder to justify. But in terms of what you're asking for 120, I think it's possible. But I think you should probably, definitely take some profits on the way up, which for Illuvium would be starting $32, $75, and then maybe your 120 target. That's not financial advice. That's just my opinion. I know that's a lot of information. And hey, thank you so much for the 100 snack. I really appreciate it. So that's awesome. That's really, really, really cool. I'm reading everybody. I'm going to be reading all your other chats, but I have to obviously prioritize the super chats. I feel like I have to say that all the time because we got new people in here. But obviously, to everyone here, the point of the channel is I will take a look at all your guys' coins, but I do have to prioritize obviously people that are members and then people that are paying like super chats. So just I hope you guys understand that. I mean, if you don't, then get out. Like, I'm just joking. You can still watch. So DIA and DGEN, 77 Blackbird says DIA and DGEN, please. Yeah, let's take a look at those for you. And thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. All right, so taking a look at DIA, DIA doesn't look too bad right now. So on the macro time frame for DIA, we need to break 74 cents, bullish over 74 cents. And obviously, I mean, you're making higher highs and you're validating this uptrend. So you're in this upward channel right now for DIA. You need to break 74 cents. Once that breaks, the next target should be obviously validating this uptrend, and the target should take you to $1.62, $1.62 around this area. So that is the target on the upside. And then on the downside, obviously 45 cents needs to hold, otherwise you're going to turn macro bearish again. Why that's relevant right now is because keep in mind you are extremely overbought, and every single time you get overbought, you do experience some sort of retracement. This time you actually made a higher high before you turned bearish again. So just keep in mind that just means that speaking relatively soon, we might get some sort of retracement. I don't mean to like FUD you out, because keep in mind, and I always have to emphasize on this, this could stay up here for like a month and you could just be making higher highs, okay? And that's typically what does happen at the end of when a coin gets a bull run. It has massive impulsive parabolic moves up, okay? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then DGEN for the other 2 beans, DGEN USDT. Yeah, for DGEN, our chart hasn't actually changed. Nothing too crazy on the RSI and stock RSI, so you have plenty of room to buy, and stock RSI is resetting, and the price is still over to the 236 at 2042. So right now for DGEN, the targets are 2071 on the upside, and then it needs to stay over 2042 on the downside. So it's very simple. Once you do get a breakout, so once you double top here and you get that confirmation breakout, you're going to be validating this uptrend, because technically you're still making higher lows. And you're making higher highs. So yeah, that's pretty much it for DGEN. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let me or not let me, please, or thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for the $2. I really appreciate that. No, he doesn't. He has. You said Vision has less than 100 views. It's bearish over there. Dude, that's so funny. I'm actually gonna join his live stream, like on my phone. That's so funny. I just told him, I'm like, hey, I'm live streaming right now, but I have you up on my phone for support. I'm Rusu says I bought DOT at 3. Yeah, you bought the bottom. You saw the, did you watch my video for Polkadot? Be careful for Polkadot because Polkadot isn't the same that as it used to be. So they did dilute the market kind of, and you do have a lot of resistance. But actually, let's make a video on Polkadot. And then let me know what other coins you guys want me to look at for you. Yeah, so we have resistance at $6 and then $9. And then look, like, yeah, and they have infinite max supply. So I do think that they're coming out with burning mechanism, right? He's too hard on himself, self-deprived at maximum. Let's see. Fetch AI. Yeah, so for Fetch AI, it looks like we're still getting stuck at 84 cents. So 84 cents does need to break. Once 84 cents breaks, $1.47 is in play. And then on the downside, if you're just going to be consolidating resistance, it needs to stay over 58 cents. Otherwise, you're going to be making a lower low. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Swiftcoin for teas or not. We actually made an update video yesterday. I don't think anything's happened on Swiftcoin. Yeah, it's still stuck in resistance. So we're just waiting for that breakout for Swiftcoin. Can you look at this coin, brother? CFG, NMR, XN, ELO. Oh my god. That is a lot of coins. We could take a look at a couple, but obviously we have to look at everyone. Yeah, everyone needs... I need to look at everybody's coins. So, let's see. I bought EGLD at 13 USD. I think his coins are up a lot. He just doesn't care until he's almost break even. Very bad mentality. Well, but Ella, you gotta understand, he probably has like very gamble coins. Like he doesn't have safe bets. He has like 99%, Kibo Shib Inu or like Obamacare Inu, Power Ranger coins. So like, that's probably why he's like, oh, as long as I could break even. I don't think he would be worried or trying to even worry. Like that's the reason why I'm only buying Bitcoin, because next cycle we don't even have to worry about that, because we know Bitcoin's going to go up. So we're going to be like, oh, I don't even care if I'm broken even, because the whole point is to buy, and then you stop buying when the previous peak breaks, when it starts getting over the previous high. So that's my whole mentality with it. If you want a good entry, look at Wayfinder. It's an AI play. Dude, Rusu, you're like a true winner, man. You have 60% BTC bought at 55K. Well, aren't you just the winner, man? Congratulations. That's awesome, man. Yeah, BTC's, I don't think, if BTC goes up to 300K, I'm, like, I'll just have to wait until, like, I'll buy in 2 years. I'll buy in 2 years. XCN for Strong Believe. We actually just made a video on it yesterday. Elon, we made a video on it yesterday. But we could take a look at Dogelon because Dogelon is having a nice move up. But it's still not breaking any areas, any key areas. So for Dogelon, I mean, we are going up, but we're not going to be bullish until we break 6021. So we still have this box to clear, which every single time we've came up, we gotten rejected at. So we have a lot of areas of resistance to break through. So just FYI. Damn, Rusu is killing it, man. Congratulations, you're one of the true winners this bull run. Freaking bought BTC at 55K, sold 40% of it. Your target is 140K. Vlad Rusus, hey, you stole my name. That's funny. Manny says, can you check Cookie DAO? I've already checked Cookie DAO, but I could take a look at it because we have a saved chart now. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, we're in a downtrend. Next target is 23 cents. We said that's crucial because if you get stuck at 23 cents, you're validating this downtrend. But a break over that should send us to 32 cents. Double top breakout should send us up, making us a higher high at 48 cents, next area of resistance. On the downside, bullish over 1790. If that doesn't hold, 1240 would be the next area of interest. So you probably, demand zone, the next demand zone. Let's see, ETH, Virtuals, and Arrow. Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. Taking a look at Ethereum on the live stream, so we're still getting a continuation. The RSI is still overbought. Stock RSI is max bullish now. We're just dragging across the ceiling right now. So hopefully 4100 is in play. But what we don't want to see is getting stuck at 4100, which would be the next area of resistance. With any sort of pullback, 29, 30. Actually, you know what? Since I think we made a higher high, so we do need to redraw our targets, right? Yeah, we do. So as of right now, because we made a higher high technically, with any sort of pullback, 30.54 and 33.28 is support. So with any sort of pullback on Ethereum, we do need to stay over this target, these areas of support, which will obviously cool off the RSI and the stock RSI. And then the targets on the upside are also valid. But again, what I really want to see is one final impulsive move up that takes us over 4100 and actually breaks this previous high. That would be the best case scenario for Ethereum, because then we could say, yeah, 4.8 to 8 grand. And then if you're really, really, really bullish, and 14,000. But at that point, I don't know. Good luck. God bless. Please send super chats. For Ethereum, $14,000. That'll be insane. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. You said targets for EGLD is like 80 at the moment. Can you watch EGLD? You said $80. Where'd you get $80 though? Yeah, 0.5. You're what? You really want only 0.5? Because your other coin was also a 0.5 retracement. Yeah, so for EGLD, bearish under $28, bullish over 50, and then your $80 target is the 0.5. Keep in mind, last time the same thing, the same concept with Illuvium. bearish under 44, bullish over 71, and we got stuck at the 382. So I'd say that maybe for this, start taking profits at 48, and then if it actually hits your target at 80, then good for you, but at least you didn't lose money and you got some money back at 48. We got to take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is breaking out, dude. Oh my gosh. Taking a look at Litecoin on the live stream. So Litecoin is breaking out right now. Keep in mind, we do need to break $130. That is the next target on the upside. The RSI is extremely overbought. So what we really want to see is, with any sort of retracement, price action stay over $99 for a continuation up to 130 and eventually break out over 170. Once you break over 170, I think that you're probably going to get a really big move up back up to previous all-time highs, and then from there our target on the upside at up to 1700 is in play. But so far so good for Litecoin. It's still validating an uptrend, validating it, making higher lows. So far so good for Litecoin. But again, really emphasize on the fact that the RSI is extremely overbought right now. So we might get one last impulsive move up, but 130 and 172 are the targets on the upside. So if we do get some sort of retracement, we'll have to look at areas, key areas of support if it does break 130, 172. But as of right now, it's $99 on the way down. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Damn, dude, Litecoin's killing it. DIA just smashed through 75 cents. Let's check it for you. Wow. Oh, yeah, it did. What the heck? Did this just happen? Yeah, did this just happen? Hold on, let me look. Like, did I miss this or something? Yeah, this just happened right now. Okay. That's pretty funny. So I guess the next target right now for... Yeah, the DIA, the next target is 95 cents. We're actually getting stuck at resistance, so... Yeah, Aloe, I have him up right now. I literally have him up right now. Imagine if he shows me on his live stream and then I show him simultaneously on my live stream. How funny would that be? Dude, that would be so funny. Yeah, hey, for anybody holding DIA, congratulations, man. We actually broke through this area. So, wow. 95 cents is the target, and then $1.35, $1.65 is the next target. Obviously, that's very bullish for DIA. So, congratulations. I'm happy for whoever's making a lot of money right now in the market. So, good for you guys. What if I look at OXT and it's, oh. Come on, Aloe, let's hear it. Let's hear it, dude. Just go ahead and get it out the way. Let's see. Any broccoli heads in here? Don't be ashamed. Yes, I'm already in profit for EGLD, only 10% of my portfolio. Hit that $130 while at 200 miles per hour. I hope it breaks through that. We buy any watches. You never bought my watch. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, we could take a look at TARS AI. No, we could look at Lars. Yeah, so for TARS, very simple. Over 73 should send, or over 7 cents 30 should send us to 15 cents. So it's not really doing anything right now. So you're just in the waiting room, as I like to say. OXC is doing well today. 30. I know, of course, I sold the bottom. It's okay though. It is all good. I had to sell. Someone had to sell for you guys, for us, for all of our other coins to go up. So yeah, JR4, you're telling me, dude. I can't believe you sold the exact motherfucking bottom, dude. You were there for years, 6 years, yeah. 2019. Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. You were there for years. You deserve a good exit for your patience. I know, but I got impatient. That's what like, it's just like, it got delisted. So like JR, I didn't just do it because out of patience. I did it because of logic. Because it used to be on it used to be on Gemini. They delisted it on Gemini. Okay. It used to be on OKX, and then obviously July 7th they delisted it on OKX. So logically speaking, like if your coin that you've been holding for 6 years, if it's being delisted from tier 1 exchanges like Gemini and OKX, I think that it just means that we're going to, that it's going to start snowballing into other exchanges delisting it. So that's why I was like, I don't want to have to deal with that, because it's always scary when you have that much money in a coin. And if I don't know if you've ever felt like that or if you ever experienced that, but imagine if say you have 20 grand in a coin, and then the coin you're getting news like on your phone, and you're getting news that says, hey, the coin's being delisted on Gemini, the coin's being delisted on OKX. You're not gonna like that feeling, that feeling, and just like the fear. Oh, like, hey, like maybe like I should sell and just cut my losses, because at least I'm saving myself X amount of money, not holding this anymore. So yeah, we might get some sort of retracement. It might go up a little bit, but what about if it starts getting bigger and bigger delistings? Then it doesn't really matter, because it's just going to give it all the way back, But I'm not hoping that on anyone. So I hope people that are holding it make it. But unfortunately, I think for my health and psychologically, it was just better for me to sell, put the money in my bank. I made a good profit back in November when I sold at 14 cents. And then the rest, unfortunately, I didn't sell it, and I held it all the way back down to like 8 grand or 7 grand, whatever it was. And then I just put it in my bank, and we'll just call it a day. But ADA is looking good. What do you think? I'll take a look at it for you. Can we check GFI Goldfinch Spears? Yes, we can. Can you check DGEN Manakee Plume? Thanks. You're welcome, Flex. I'll take a look at that for you. I do understand, but that news would have had me rethink my position too. Oh yeah, I think that, yeah, exactly. It's just logical. You're like, oh crap, it's not good. With Dogecoin, I don't really have to worry about it being delisted on Gemini, because I could always just buy it on, I could always send it to Uniswap. I don't have a Uniswap, but if Gemini ever delists it for whatever reason, it's okay, because there's so much liquidity on Uniswap. And I'll just make a Uniswap at that point and then transfer everything over to Uniswap. So Dogecoin is a little bit different. It's not like I'm that scared of it, and it's going up, so not bad. ADA, let's take a look at Cardano. We actually made an update video on Cardano already, but yesterday, so definitely go check that out. So Cardano's still in a downtrend. Price to beat would be 92 cents. Should send us back up to $1.07. These are all areas of resistance, so just keep in mind we could still come back up to these points, get stuck, and then we do have to look at areas of support at that point. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said Goldfinch. Same with Goldfinch. We made an update video on it yesterday, but I guess I will take a look at it. Yeah, Goldfinch isn't doing anything, so I mean, we are getting a nice move up, but just don't get overly excited, just like what I say with Dogecoin Mars, because we're still under the 236. Bearish under 9. Is it bearish under? Yeah, it's still bearish under 93 cents on the macro time frame. So it needs to break 93 cents. Once that breaks, the next target should be $1.96. And then from there, if it breaks out, then to the moon. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Flex says, can you do DGEN? We already looked at it. We actually already did. Oh no, we did Mu. DGEN. So DGEN is attempting to break out. Next target for DGEN is 2071. You are still on this downtrend though, so once we do double top here and break out, next resistance is 1 cent, 1 cent 60. It could still come back up to 1 cent 60, validate this downtrend and come back down. So just be careful with DGEN. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Plume. Yeah, Plume's also, it looks like it wants to break up and out of here actually. It looks like a giant cup forming. Yeah, so it looks like you're getting stuck at the 382. Once 11 cents breaks for Plume, the next target on the upside, very simple, is 15 cents 80. And then I think this entire time you've been holding key support. Yeah, 10 cents. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Is Ethereum going down? Let's see. And I think that's, oh no, you said you want a mana key. Yeah, so for a mana key, yeah, so Maneki has long, Maneki still, at least you actually made a higher low, but Maneki came all the way back down and luckily didn't break down, but bearish under 2019, bullish over 32, which we got stuck at last time, so you're looking for the same move, and then eventually maybe a giant cup and handle will start forming, and we'll get up on out of here, but as long as it's under 2019, it's still bearish for Maneki, so you have a lot of grounds to cover. Let's see. For-profit store. Doge on Mars, baby. I know, right? Let's go. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Doge on Mars is still bearish under 21, so there's really no point in looking at it. Even though that's like that's like $8,000, $9,000 if it goes up there, like plus 9K from where we're at if you have 100 billion. But unfortunately, that's the problem. You have these giant swings up. You go from 10,000 to 18,000, back down to 10,000, back up to 30. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just what a crazy swing. What a crazy swing. What am I looking at? So we did DIA, we did Dogelon, we did Cardano. Now saying Arrows. Did you do Arrow and Virtuals protocol? What's up, N Sweet? No, I didn't. Thank you for asking again. Virtuals protocol. Yeah. Taking a look at Virtuals protocol on the live stream. So far so good. We said that we had support at $1.28 to $1.67. We actually came down, retested it, and we are getting stuck at $1.96 area of resistance. Once this area of resistance breaks, the next target on the upside is going to be $3.03 for that higher high. But we just have to wait. We're in the waiting room for that breakout. What you don't want to see is getting stuck at $1.96. Because technically that is still validating this downtrend. So that would be literally smacking the downtrend and then getting a retracement. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. You said, why don't you just put a disclaimer below saying this is not financial advice so you don't have to keep repeating it, or you're required to. I'm not required to say anything. If any one of you guys want to take advice from Crypto Meow Analysis, I get my advice from my cats, so full disclosure. No, I say it because I also make video. I'm clipping videos. Like as I'm making them, I'm clipping them, because after the live streams, what I do is I edit everything. I put in my AI editing tool, and then it lets me upload everything into all the social media platforms. So it lets me clip. It clips the video. It adds subtitles. it adds all the hashtags. It names the video, but I have to go in and I have to change the name because AI sucks at naming, getting the names of the coins right. So I go in, I edit the names, I edit some of the descriptions, whatever, and then I upload it to my TikTok, X, Instagram, and YouTube. So then I try to, eventually I'll be monetized on every single platform, but right now it's just YouTube. But the way I was thinking about it is that, like, if I clip this and if I put the same video out to 4 different places that I can make money, I can, if I make $1 on the video, that's $4 instead of $1, So that's just what I'm doing. That's why I say that, because when I clip it, it's like at the end of the video. Anyway, let's see. All right, let's see what traders are in the other chat. Aloe, I see you in there. You'll get 300K and you'll like it? Bruh, you trader. No, I'm just joking. Let's see. Let's see. How do you buy Doge on Mars? I buy it on Gemini. So I buy it on Gemini Exchange. You could buy it on Uniswap, though. You can get an easy 2x in Forta for anyone looking. Did I miss any coins? Please let me know if I missed any coins, guys. Yeah, what is this, man? Bro, this is not a good coin. This is a very gamble. This is very gambly. I mean, technically you're not wrong if it has a 382 retracement. That's around 100%, right? I guess 80%. But literally you're just making lower highs, so that's invalidating this trend actually. So no, a lower high would be 9 cents 90, so 10 cents. So you're actually looking at a 36%. So good luck, but I don't know. I think that coin is very scary. Hey brother, I finally made it live. XDC, please. I got in at 9:40. Vlad says ACH is taking off. We'll take it. We'll take a look at ACH. XDC we already looked at. So keeping it very simple for XDC. On the top side right now, 10 cents is the target on the upside. I think that's 618, right? Yeah, so that's 618, and then it's 12 cents, 15 cents, 29 cents. So we need to get over 10 cents first. Once we get over 10 cents, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But as long as we're under 10 cents, then that is still resistance. ACH is taking off. Let's take a look at ACH. Make some ad revenue on here. Yeah, it is. Taking a look at ACH on the live stream. So on the macro time frame, I mean, ACH is having a really nice move up. On the macro time frame, you actually did break the 382 at 2 cents 40. As of right now, 3 cents 60 is the next target of resistance. Once you break that, you're attempting to break the next area of resistance, which we've actually gotten stuck at 3 times now. Once you do get a breakout over here, you're validating this uptrend. Ooh, that was a really bad. Here, I'll just do it with a line. There we go. You're validating this chart, making higher highs and higher lows. You can see that does coincide perfectly with this. But what we don't want to see is making a lower high, getting stuck at 3 cents 60, and then coming back down and breaking below 2 cents 40. So these are the targets on the upside. I'll keep you guys updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. What's the name of the AI editing tool? Put it in the chat for me. It's called Opus Clips. Let me see if I could, maybe I have like a referral thing. Opus Clip. Let me see, like refer, invite members, no. Let me see if I have like a, Oh man, it's making me apply for an affiliate program, dude. I'm not gonna do that. It's just Opus Clips. It's literally Opus Clips. Let's see. Arrow, LOL, and sweet. You do know that I'm getting so many people in the chat right now, right? You know what? I'm not gonna look at it for you because you made me feel stupid. You made me feel dumb. Yeah, taking a look at Aerodrome, it's really... Yeah, so the next area of resistance is $5. You're making higher highs, higher lows across the board. Once the $5 breaks, next area of resistance is $51. Keep in mind, we are almost overbought, so if we do get one last impulsive move up, it should take us between 105 and 151. Keep in mind on the downside for... Yeah, keep in mind on the downside, as long as this is the local high, and if we do get some sort of retracement and a sell-off, it does need to stay over 61 cents and 74 cents. So that would be crucial area of support, because technically you're still validating an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. And then at any point, if we do fall below 61 to 74, we're probably going to come back down to 34 to 45. But right now, the targets on the upside are all still valid for Aerodrome. Let's see. I'm in both chats, nerd. I'm in both chats, you stupid crypto meon. Damn, Aloe. Oh my god. This is stupid 58 level is going to kill me for what? For turbo? PNG and Jasmine are running. What's up, Kelsey West? Welcome to the live stream. I don't think I've ever seen you in here, but welcome to the live stream. Just need to buy and sell full-on gamble. Damn. We got a gambling man, JR Ford. Can you do Seam for me? It's the shittiest one I could find. Yeah, we could do Seam. Messi says Toshi, and then Wealth Abundance says Ergo. I'm getting skipped all stream. Ergo token. I didn't see you asking for it. Let's look at Ergo. Yeah, I mean, it's not really doing much right now. So for Ergo... Yeah, so for Ergo, it has a lot of area resistance to break. So 15 cents, 20 cents should take us back up to 33 cents. But as long as it's under this box, then unfortunately it's still bearish. So there's really nothing to look at here for Ergo. And then as far as support goes, yeah, I mean, the next area could, and technically speaking, we had support at 1350, and then we broke down, and now we're retesting it as resistance. So you have resistance at 1350, 1520. So you have a lot of resistance on the way up. And then 8 cents 57 is the next major area of support for Ergo. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said, what did you say? Seam. This coin? What the heck, man? Is this on Coinbase? Oh, it is on Coinbase. Yeah, notice how I have to ask because I don't have Coinbase anymore. Yeah, hey, I'm not going to use this because I'm just going to help you out and give you like more practical targets because this thing looks like complete dog poop. But yeah, because I mean, if I actually do it from here, then $1.12, I guess that's not impossible. Yeah, that's not impossible. But regardless, we'll play it a little bit more conservatively. 71 cents. Yeah, bearish under 71 cents, bullish over $1.13. I mean, this thing back up to even this high at $8 is still what, 20x? 17x. So if this thing goes back up to $55, for some reason this came out at $55, like of course Coinbase releases coins at $55 that end up being 44 cents, then you're looking at over 100x. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's see. You're welcome, and sweets. JR Ford says, thanks for the show today. Later, guys. See you later, JR Ford. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for the membership. Look at Reactive Network. Oh, we broke it. We broke 4 cents 90. But we are getting stuck at this downtrend. Taking a look at Reactive Network, React. So we broke resistance at 4 cents 90, but we are actually hitting, what the heck? We are actually hitting this downtrend. So from the high to the low, the next area of resistance is going to be 6 cents 80 and 9 cents 40. So if we can manage to get up to 9 cents 40, you're invalidating this downtrend. But literally, we're closing under the downtrend. So we wicked at the downtrend twice now, and we got rejected. So on the downside for Reactive Network, we do absolutely need to stay over 3 cents 90 and 4 cents 80 with any sort of pullback that's going to obviously reset the RSI and the stock RSI, because the RSI is very bullish. Sorry, the RSI is very overbought, and then the stock RSI is extremely bullish right now. So with any sort of cool off and pullback, and for a continuation up, as long as it stays over 3 cents 90 and 4 cents 70, targets on the upside are valid, which is going to invalidate this downtrend. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. It's probably not a terrible time if you wanted to buy Vara again. What do you mean? What's Vara doing? Well, I don't have Coinbase, but what's Vara doing? Yeah, no, I'm not going to buy this crap. Let me guess, another coin, give more money to Coinbase? I'll pass. I hope they get sued, and I hope I get my money back. We got to start looking into fundamentals too, to share what's coming with some tokens like merger, upgrades, AI inclusions. No, wrong one. I'm sorry. What's up, JJ? How are you? SYN. Oops. Sin. Is this the right coin? Can you just confirm this is the right coin? Did I miss anything? PNG, it's resistance at 15 to 20 cents, right? Or 20 to 25 cents, that's what it was. Yeah, we just got stuck at resistance for PNG. Aloe says, yo, that looks good. That's pretty funny because you always like catching the bottom on stuff. So, yeah, I mean, if you're getting into a short trade, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's still bearish under 21 cents, bullish over 39 cents. Technically, every single time we've established a bottom, it has gone up. So, Aloe, if you're trading it, like, look, it had a 618 retracement twice and then made a lower low. With the lower low, it had a 618 retracement and then it made a lower low. So, I mean, even here, you got stuck at the 29 cents. So even if you like played it very conservatively and sold it at the 236 or 382, there are still pretty big moves up, right? 70%, 166%, and then if you actually like gambled at 352%. So Aloe, if you're looking at gambling, then like you're looking at another 60%, 174%, and then a big gamble 600%. So be careful with this coin though, because it looks like it's just going to zero. It's also 74% up from its low, so just be careful with that. What did Coinbase do to you? They list coins and they like rug on their retail. That's what Coinbase does to you. And then they just collect the trading fees. They farm you and then they delist the coin. Seam is like 20%. I want to catch a bottom like Voxel. You mean like this bottom? Yeah, but this was like an anomaly because of a delisting. Yeah, dude. If Aloe, if you had caught this, you would have made like you would put 10 grand in and made $80 or $70,000. Oh my gosh. JJ says, I bought low. I'm hoping it goes up. I hope it goes up for you, JJ. Nitro pumping hard. Let's see. Yeah, you broke out actually. Taking a look at Nitro on the live stream. So you actually broke out of this downtrend. Right now you are getting stuck at resistance between 506 and 508. But once you actually get a breakout over this area, then the next target is 4012, previous all-time high. And then obviously you're looking at making new all-time highs. But keep in mind, this is an extremely gamble play. It is a 3.3 million market cap. So this thing could 100x or it could go to zero. And then as of right now, the target on the upside is 4067 for all-time highs, which as of today, once we do get a breakout and once we do double top and get a breakout over the previous high, is around another 700% pump from the current price. And that is going to put the market cap at still under 25 million. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And thank you. I gotta get some water. Give me a second. Let's see. Have you done XLM HBAR yet? No, I haven't. We could take a look at them though because they're doing pretty good and I could make videos on them. Wrong one. Taking a look at XLM on the live stream. So far so good. As of right now, we still haven't gotten any sort of retracement. The RSI, keep in mind the RSI is still extremely overbought and the stock RSI is resetting right now. So as long as the RSI resets and the stock RSI as long as the stock RSI resets and the RSI gets some sort of sell-off and resets, the targets on the upside are still valid for XLM, which as of right now is up to $3.60. However, with any sort of retracement and pullback, we do absolutely need to stay over 37 to 42 cents, which we're well over right now. But again, this could happen. So be careful. Again, we are overbought right now. So if we do get some sort of retracement, these are key areas that we need to hold for a continuation up. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated and I'll catch you in the next video. And then you said HBAR. Yeah, same with HBAR. It's doing good, but taking a look at HBAR Hedara on the live stream. So far so good for HBAR. We are still overbought right now. Stock RSI was max bullish and it is resetting now. With any sort of sell-off or correction, it does absolutely need to stay over 21 to 23 cents. Targets on the upside are 31 cents and 40 cents as of right now on the upside. Once you break this previous ceiling, previous all-time highs, and then price discovery are in play, which at that point we'll take a look at. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Entry says, I've seen them do that, but every time for me, it's turned out that New York had an issue with the coin recently. That was the case with Giga, Turbo, and another coin. Could be California as well. Yeah, I'm in California. How long have we been live for? I guess we've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. It's pretty good. Chatster says check DIA, it's still pumping. Well, no, it's having a sell-off right now. It looks like we attempted to break the 786 though, so that's not bad. But it is having a sell-off right now. Yeah, it wicked nicely to the 786, and now we're getting some sort of retracement. Oh man, come on. Did we just double top? DIA is going to hit $20 minimum. I hope so for you. I hope it goes up that high for you, man. I mean, technically we have a target up to... I guess technically on the macro time frame for DIA, if it does break the previous high, you have a target up to $47. And then you have a target up to $18 on the shorter time frame. So I guess technically your $20 minimum isn't too crazy because we technically have a target up here at $18 on the shorter time frame. How's Dogecoin doing? Ooh. I almost like didn't get it in. Much love, bruh. You are welcome, man, and I really hope I make it. I really hope you make it too. Yeah, it's the chat kind of slowed down now, which is fine. But there were a lot of people in here, man. We got like, what was our peak? 40? Yeah, we got 40 people in here. That's not bad. That's how you know the market's pumping when me, some small little YouTuber, gets 40 people in here. Super chats are also doing pretty good right now. So that's pretty good. Blackbird says, in your opinion, do you feel like the bull runs happens now until the end of the year, or if it doesn't happen, then it won't happen for alts? Yeah, there are a lot of a lot of different theories. I think that I think that we're not going to get alt season if Ethereum doesn't break all-time highs. So I think we'll know when Ethereum breaks all-time high, Blackbirds. This dude bought DIA at 98 cents. How do you know? Wait, how do you know someone bought DIA at... Dude, like, what? I mean, you never know. It could go even higher, but wow. Bro, it's brutal. This market's brutal. Flipcoins has good stream. Yeah. A lot of people this time. A lot more people than are normal. Even if someone bought the dip at 90 cents, that's a great entry. If you know, you know. Yeah, if they're a millionaire. Damn, yeah, Flipcoins, you're still here. Is there anything else you want me to look at for you? I guess we'll go live. I guess, I don't know, we'll stay live for a little bit longer, but we got a lot of people this time, so it's pretty good. Let me see how many subs I got. Let's see. Yeah, let me see if I can check. How many subs did I get? Damn. Oh, see live count, yeah. I'm at, I guess I could just do that. I could just like put up my, I could just put up my, does this like, yeah, does this show anything important? I don't think so. Let's get to 10K. I guess yeah, I could start showing this, and then maybe I can get more subscribers. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like 7667. Imagine if this was 666. That's crazy, as Vision would say. Maybe Ethereum plays. We already did Ethereum, but I could take a look at it again. Because we have a safe chart. ETH USD. So we oops. Yeah, so for Ethereum, we are overbought. It needs to stay over 3,000, 3,300 with a retracement. So keep in mind, we're going to get some sort of pullback. It does need to stay over this box for continuation up, kind of like what happened last time. This move might be done, but if it's not, 4,100 is in play. And then that's when I think that once we break 4,100 and 4,800, that's when we're actually going to get alt season. So, but obviously right now, just keep in mind, we could get a pullback to $3,000 to $3,300 for Ethereum. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Did we get anyone else? Oh no, come on guys. You know what? I should rename my stream, like help me get subscribers. Should I do that? Is that crazy? Help me get to 10K. People are like, oh man, why you're begging for subscribers, blah blah blah, and like they don't realize like I'll do anything to get to where I want to be. So like, if I ask and you shall receive, I'm gonna ask for that opinion, you know, to this like completely made up imaginary freaking person that's never said anything like that to me. Anyway, let's see. ABT is doing what it can to join the party. Chatster says check Stater. It's also attempting to break out. I think I used to make videos on Stater. I think that used to be a member coin because I have videos on Stater. Yeah, so it's just been consolidating since May of 2022. So once you get a breakout, I don't know if you're macro bullish yet. No, you're not. You're barely not bearish. So bearish under 56 cents, you're at 60 cents. Bullish over 96 cents. So we've gone stuck at the 0.5, 1, 2, almost 3, 4 times now. So breakout over this should send us to $2.30. Squeaky wheels don't get greased, aka if you don't ask, then you don't get as much. That's true, you gotta ask. I don't think that's asking for too much. I'm just asking for more subscribers. Like, hey, hey, I will look at your guys' coins. You don't even have to super chat me. I'll give you guys my opinion. Help me by subscribing and watching. So, I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Ben Four says, I subscribed yesterday. Hey, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And let me know, I've never seen you actually ask for a coin. So if you ever need my opinion on any coins that you're holding or targets, or you're like, hey, I want to buy this coin. What's a good time to buy? Can you show me the RSI? Can you show me the stock RSI, which is super important? Then I'll definitely take a look at it for you. Flipcoin says Cardano. Let's take a look at Cardano. Yeah, so Cardano is still in the downtrend. Keep in mind, next area of resistance still actually hits the downtrend at 92 cents. We do need to break 92 cents. $1.07 would be in play. On the downside, with obviously a pullback because the RSI is extremely overbought and stock RSI is very bullish. 71 cents needs to hold. Otherwise, we'll look at the next areas of support. Now, financial advice, just my opinion. Did I get any more subs? Oh, let's go. I got one sub. Let's go. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the whoever subscribed. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're just going to do. We're just going to sit here. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to sit here for like 8 hours. And then people are going to come in and they're going to be like, oh, what is this channel about? Like, why does he just have a subscriber count? And then I'm just going to be like, hey, like we look at like crypto. We look at coins, obviously. So, subscribe and maybe I'll take a look at your I'll take a look at your coin. What's cool though is that I disabled chats. So you have to be a subscriber for at least 1 minute before you can actually send a message. So you can't type or like put in a request unless you are a subscriber. Appreciate you. I'm just starting out. All right, make sure you don't go all in, man. Make sure you're just starting out. Make sure you don't lose all your money this cycle, man. You're getting in at a perfect timing because right now is basically when we're about to hopefully get alt season, and there are a lot of coins that are moving. But yeah, just be careful. Don't lose all your money. Don't go all in. Dollar cost average down, or get into a good coin, and don't gamble basically. We're living in fantasy land, damn it, Bobby. How funny is that? I'm also watching the live stream. Come on, Dogelon. Let me check my Gemini, actually. I'm gonna check. Am I even still able to log in? Did I tell you guys I had to make a passkey? Yeah, damn. Looks like it's going back down, unfortunately. Any more subs? No. Damn. Yeah, what is that? That looks really good, actually. I'm actually very hungry. Oh, I guess we can make an XRP video. We made an XLM video, so I gotta make an XRP video. Ben4 says, I've been looking at long term, and after every bull run, crypto has dropped to inactive for 4 years in between. I got 70% XRP, 20% HBAR, and 10% XLM off a friend's advice, but I hope you didn't buy the top. Dwayne Kelly says, damn it, I fell asleep, woke up, you guys. That's funny, you took a nap? Well, welcome back. The chat's doing pretty good. We have between 20 and 40 people this stream, so I don't want to leave yet. I'm going to see if I can get more subscribers in here. And yeah, I mean, just let me know what you want me to look out for you, Dwayne Kelly, because it's kind of died down now. The chat's kind of died down. Are any of these likely to crash next to nothing after the bull run? No, not XLM, not XRP. They're good coins, so your friend gave you good advice. But I hope you didn't buy the tops. You never want to buy when you see those giant green candles. XRP is good. XLM's good. HBAR is kind of like that's more of like a high risk, high reward play. I think HBAR is a good. It's a blue chip stock though. I think you'll be fine. It's not like you have like meme coins, or it's not like you have like yeah. You don't have like random small market cap coins that are high risk, high risk, high reward gambles. So, not bad. Link like the best video. Wait, what? Link like the best crypto. Why don't it move? Oh, Link is like the best crypto. Why don't it move? It is moving. Chainlink is a good coin. It is moving. It's at $19 now. Yeah, it had a monster move up. We are overbought though, so just be careful. We might get one last impulsive move up, and then the correction starts. But yeah, Chainlink is a really good coin, and it did move. Look, if you had bought the bottom, like if you bought the RSI when it was oversold, like right here, or even right here, it's up 74%. Damn, is Vision gonna like stop live streaming or what? Yeah, when the RSI is overbought on every single coin, yes, Aloe. You said, have you covered Velo? No. Yeah, so we had resistance at 140. We're getting that breakout. Taking a look at Velo on the live stream. So we are breaking key areas of resistance as of right now. Next target is 460 from the high to the low. Yeah, the 382, we just actually broke over the 382 right now. So it's turning bullish. Velo is turning bullish. And keep in mind, Velo is actually respecting this chart. It's making higher highs and higher lows. So the next higher high should take us to 460. That's the next area of resistance. And then once that breaks, you're looking at... I mean, Velo doesn't look like... It has a really good chart. Yeah, so 460, 450. And then the next target is around 11 cents for Velo. So you're obviously validating this uptrend too. All these targets are within this uptrend. So making higher highs, higher lows, and those targets are all valid. But we do need to stay over 1 cent 80. If we don't, we're probably going to come back down, but maybe we'll come back down, retest this downtrend. But we'll look at areas of support at that point, and if it does happen. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's check. Did I get any more subs? Nope. Come on, guys. Give me some subs. Let me get to 7,700 today. You know what? That's going to be my goal. My goal is to get to 8,000 today. That's going to be my goal today. My goal is going to be to get to $8,500. No, 8,500 subs. My goal for this week is going to be to get to 100,000 subscribers. How about I just won't stop live streaming until I get to 10K? That would be pretty funny. I don't think I would be able to do it. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome. Aloe says, LMO. That's how you tell it. Yeah, when all the RSIs are overbought, yes. Rami says, DMTR update, please. I'll take a look at that in a second. Dwayne Kelly says, 74%. That's like $7. Yeah, but it's still 70. So you put in $1,000. Or sorry, you put in $10,000. You take out $7,400. That's a lot of money. I'll take that all day long. No, when people are saying coins up 70%, didn't know when people. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's 70%. You just, if you bought like $500, $500 on 70% is like, nothing. Not really a big move. Rami Shikali says DMTR update. I'll take a look at it for you in 1 second. You can't. I see your message. Just hang on. I got to catch up with the chat. Not really big move. Mark says thank you. You're welcome. You're right. 70% a month isn't a big move. Keep buying. Buy. 70% is a big move in my opinion. I would love to have 70%. I would love for Doge on Mars to go up 70% right now. I'll take that any day of the week. What is this coin? Oh, the top is in, guys. Dimitra, 9 million market cap, fully diluted. I mean, very small market cap. It's not really on any major exchange. It's on Uniswap. Very low volume, 230,000 volume. And it's actually down 7%, which really doesn't matter. But still, if the volumes are on $200,000-$300,000, just be careful. You want your coin to have good volume. From the high to the low, so far so good. It looks like you're respecting the 236 at 1.5 cents. As long as 1.5 cents holds on the downside, then as long as 1.5 cents holds on the downside, you're not macro bearish. It will be bearish if you fall under 1 cent 50. Bullish over 4 cents 60, and then a break from there should take us back up to retesting to 28 cents. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. And there you go, Rami Shikali. Dwayne Kelly says Elon 70%, 70%. Now you got my attention. Yeah, man. If Elon goes up 70%, man, it won't hit my, it still won't hit my sell target though. Yeah, it's still not gonna hit it. My sell target right now is the 0.5 again. Well, that's the 618. I guess I didn't draw the 0.5. Yeah, 5. 6 zeros 5 is my first sell target. And then it's going to be 76, and then it's going to be 5 zeros 13, previous all-time high, and then 4 zeros 2. Wait, let me check. Did I get... Oh, let's go. See, one at a time. What the heck? There's the ice cream, guys, strolling on by. Let's see. Can you check Leia on Sol? 2.5 million market cap, thinking of buying a small bag. Someone's gambling. Metal Detecting England is in the house. Good evening, all. Jasmine is not far off from the 2 cents. I'll take a look at that for you, Metal Detecting. We got a huge Jasmine and XCN whale in the house. Metal Detecting England. I'll take a look at Jasmine for you. I don't think it's done anything from yesterday's update video, but I could still take a look at it for you. Let's see, Leia on Sol. Okay. Oh yeah, this is, you're straight up gambling. If you've bottomed here, you have resistance at 36 to 52, and then obviously back up to the all-time high is almost a 10x. So it's not too bad. But at any point, if we do fall below this previous low, the next area of support, yeah, you actually came up and retested the last area of support as resistance, and you're getting stuck. So as long as it's under 2 zeros 27, 2 zeros 15 is the next area of support. So it is a gamble play, obviously. Good luck, and yeah, good luck to you. I hope you make it, man. Oh, Jasmine, that's right. For Metal Detecting England, Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine's closing in on this box. That's why you said, oh yeah, you do watch the videos, because clearly you know that this is resistance. Hopefully we don't get stuck again here, okay? The RSI is overbought, but usually big impulsive moves do happen at the end. Kind of like here, it was overbought. Oh, that actually marked the top here. Oh yeah, here. It was overbought and you still managed to go up a little bit. What you really want to see is get to 2 cents 60. That way, when you do retrace and have some sort of correction, it stays over 2 cents, and then you get that next move up. But if we don't, just keep in mind this is resistance, and then we'll have to look at when it does correct. We do have to look at areas of support at that time. You're welcome, Rami. Mark Nichols says trade alerts. What does that mean? Yeah, Stamo is real. Good luck with that. I hope you make it on Leia. Thanks, Meow. You're welcome. Stamo's real. Metal Detector says thank you for thank you. Looks like a W pattern on the daily and weekly. Yeah, I can see that. Unless you end up being a McDonald's logo. But yeah, technically. Market Close House, have you covered Swift? Yeah, we actually made an update video on it yesterday. It's not doing anything. It's still stuck in resistance, so there's no point in looking at it, but I'll take a look at it because it's so dead in here. And nobody's really asking for any coins. But I still do need to get subscribers. So let's see. Did I get one? Come on. Let's get to 70. Let's see. Yeah, so it's still stuck in resistance. It does need to get a breakout over 1 cent 50 and 2 cent 30 is in play. But if you watched if you watched yesterday's update video, it's literally the same thing. It hasn't done anything. Chris with a K. What's up, man? Long time no see. I know you used to come to live streams all the time. What's up, Meow? Can you take a look at Badger? Oh yeah, this coin got delisted on Binance, right? That's what caused it to fall down so much. Badger. Yeah, Badger is still very bearish. From the high to the low, on the macro time frame, bearish under 230, bullish over 463. Keep in mind your RSI is overbought. But you are making a lower high, so that is still bearish on the short time frame. So you got a long ways to go with Badger to be bullish, unfortunately. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah, so same here. On the RSI, it's overbought, so be careful with some sort of sell-off. On the macro time frame for Avalanche, unfortunately, we are still getting stuck at $25. Once that breaks, we will be macro bullish, and $35 would be the next area of resistance. However, on the downside, again, we are overbought, so with any sort of retracement and cool off, it does need to hold 21 to 22.50. Otherwise, we're going to get a bigger move back down to 17 to 18. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. I think FitFi is okay. AVAX C-Chain or something like that. Wait, is FitFi on Avalanche? Is it? Oh, it is on Avalanche. Wait. Yeah, it is on Avalanche. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you just gotta wait until Avalanche goes up, and then FitFi will go up. I guess technically, actually, now that you said that, we could compare the two. It kind of looks similar, right? Compare with FitFi. Yeah, the chart kind of looks very similar, right? But right now, yeah, Avalanche is going up, and you're still, you're barely getting a move up. So I think if Avalanche goes very bullish, then yeah, FitFi should have a really nice move up. Was it almost time? Dang. I've been live for almost 2 hours. What time are you leaving? Do you need help? Let's see. Toshi, please. Dwayne Kelly Kelly says, why don't we all get together and buy Elon, get it to 4 zeros? Because we don't have enough money for that. I think the most money I could put in more would be like 10K more on, and that's not going to really move the market. So I guess, yeah, if like 100 people did that, yes, we can move the market. But are 100 people going to buy? And obviously the first person that buys is going to get the advantage. You know what I mean? I am Dwayne Kelly Kelly for 2 beans again. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you. Let me know if you need me to look at anything else for you. Now, I guess now $10,002. Well, technically, you gave me another 2 and then another 2, right? So 6, or was it 5? It was 222, right? So yeah, $10,006 or $10,009. I don't know what it was. It was almost 2 hours ago now. Appreciate brother. I'm normally at work when you go live, unfortunately. Well, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Toshi and then Aurora. We could take a look at both. Let me know if you need help. Yeah, for Toshi, we are still maintaining structure. We're still over 3 zeros 54 and 3 zeros 64. We haven't gotten a retracement yet, so we're not even overbought. So really, if you do get one final move up like we did here, that should hopefully send us to 2 zeros 12 before we see some sort of correction. So that's what I think. That's what I think about Toshi. And then you said Aurora. Yeah, Aurora is kind of a gamble play. I mean, you've just been consolidating, unfortunately. Bearish under 10 cents, bullish over 17 cents. And then a break over that should send us to 40 cents. Hold on, give me 1 second. I have to help my wife. Give me 1 second. Oh, he was sleeping and he's so grumpy right now. It's okay about that, dude. All right, guys, I am back. Ooh, still got people in here. Yeah, so for Aurora, sorry, I had to get the gate and then open the door for my wife. Bearish under 10 cents, bullish over 17, and then break should take us to 40. But the problem with this coin is that it's just been dying, so you've just been coming down and making lower highs. So lower high would be around 17 to 26 cents. So you have to decide, hey, like at that point, like, do I want to sell or do I want to risk it for the biscuit? And is that going to be the time where we actually get the big bull run for Aurora? You got to decide that. I can't do that for you. But Dwayne for 2, I already got that. Thank you so much. Thank NVIDIA and whoever sold me them at $150 a share. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. What is it, 180 right now? Dip Games says, why do you have a check mark on your name? Why does your name look like that? Is it because you're like another YouTuber or something? Love the streams, man. CTX is going to be huge. Huge. It's going to be huge. Huge. It's going to be huge. CTX. I think this was on Coinbase, right? Is this? It is still on Coinbase. Yeah. Yeah, so for CTX, kind of looks like Jasmine. From the high to the low. Bearish under $2, so we are getting stuck at resistance right now. Bullish over 364. So very simple for this. We could still come up to this area and get stuck and come back down. Once we break this, it looks like we did get stuck at the 0.5 twice now. So once we break this area of resistance at 589, 952 is the next target on the upside. Love the streams. Are you still holding Nvidia? Oh, you're talking to Dwayne Kelly. Yeah. What does Mrs. Meow think about us? I don't know. She's usually in the room, or she's usually at work when I'm live streaming. Except at nights when I live stream. When I live stream at nights, she's usually just in the room, and doing her own like videos and stuff. Like she does like what do you call it? Health coach wellness, and then like also beauty. She's like in the beauty industry. So she has her own like channel and her own blogs that she does, vlogs that she does, stuff like that. So she thinks it's great. She thinks YouTube is just great. She needs to get on YouTube, but she's mostly doing TikTok right now. Now they owe me 100 shares at 150. Damn. Cookie DAO, please. It is breaking up. Cookie DAO. Well, I mean, you're still in this downtrend. So yeah, it is breaking up, and we said we have resistance at 24 cents. And that does, hitting 24 cents, it does still validate this downtrend. So you really need to get price action over 24 cents. How many subs now? No, we're stuck. Give me 1 second. I have to, I mean, obviously I'm drinking so much water and drinking my mushroom coffee. So I do have to go use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Hopefully I'm at 7670 by the time I come back. No way. 7669. That's unfortunate. I'm holding NVIDIA call options and a little shares. I'm waiting for a pullback this week. Then I'm going to buy back before the August 2027, August 27th earnings call. Thanks, man. Keep up the good work. Also, don't worry about subs. Returning viewers are key on YouTube. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm really just trying to get to 10K because my friend, he got me a 10K plaque because he believes in me, and it was my birthday. I'm not going to tell you guys when, but it was my birthday, and then YouTube used to do, so fun fact, YouTube used to do 10K sub plaques, but they stopped doing it, so now the only time that you can get it is at 100K. So he custom ordered that, and then he got it for me, and I was like, wow, that's really nice, but I don't have 10K. And then he said, well, based on your trajectory, you're supposed to hit 10K by September. And then I was like looking at my analytics, and I'm like, in the last like 28 days, my subs, it used to be like 800 to 1,000, which is pretty good. That's what it peaked at. But then it went down to like 200. Now it's at 400. So I'm like, so in the next month, I'll be at 82, and then in the next month after that, so like July, August, September, so 2 months, I'll probably be at 1,000 more, which is like 8, 9, right? Or 2,000 more. So yeah, so basically I I failed the YouTube analytics if I don't get to 10K subs, but it's okay. It is what it is. We have a couple coins to actually look at. I completely forgot. Let's see. Yeah, so this guy says, can you check XDC? So yeah, we actually have to make a video on XDC, which I think, did I make one already? Taking a look at XDC on the live stream. So as of right now, target on the upside is 10 cents 50. And the RSI is extremely overbought, so be careful. We do need to get a break over 10 cent 50. If we don't, then that area of resistance did unfortunately stop us. With any sort of retracement and a cool off on the RSI and the stock RSI being overbought and very bullish, price action needs to stay over 8 cents and 8 cents 80. As long as it does, targets on the upside are also valid. And then on the downside, if we don't hold that, then 7 cents to 6.35 would be the targets on the downside. With that being said, once we break 10 cents, we could expect a bigger move up back up to 15, and then from there you have resistance between 15 and previous high before you break out and go into price discovery. With that being said, I'll keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all my opinion, and thank you. This guy wants dents. I don't even know what dent is. Thanks, Matt. Oh, no. Unique clickbait thumbnails. I'm never going to do that. I am never going to do that. Are you kidding me? I'm never going to clickbait. I'm never going to tell you guys Shiba Inu is going to $1. I'm never going to say... I'm never going to make a coin and sell it to you guys. I'm never going to... accept coins from like exchanges or like become an influencer for a coin, because that's just like, nope, never gonna do that. So you guys don't need to worry about that with me. I'm never gonna sell out, but I will like if if a coffee company, not a coffee company, but like if not Mudwater either, like if Rise Mushroom is like, hey, show this on your streams. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll totally sell out for that. Are you kidding me? Or like something that I use, something that I believe in and that's good. I'll use it. I'll definitely be like, hey guys, I'm getting paid like from this advertisers. But other than that, like for exchange, make sure you guys use Kraken. I'm a small YouTuber. That's never gonna happen. But like, you know, that's kind of an extreme case. But I'm never gonna do that. Never. I know people are like, oh, but things change. Nope. I'm pretty consistent. Let's see. So we got to make a video on Dent, and then Forta and Peanut the Squirrel. Taking a look at Dent on the live stream. So we haven't made an update video on this in a while, but a gentleman did ask for an update video. So basically, we're going to make an update video. So for Dent, he wanted the bull run targets for this cycle. I don't know how high it can go. I do know that as long as it's under 2011, it is still macro bearish and bullish over 2020. So all of this area is resistance, which clearly in the past we have gotten stuck at twice. And both times we came down, and then this time we actually made a lower low. Once this does break, the next target on the upside is going to be 2051, which is a 618 retracement. And then from there, either we, you know, that's it, we're done, or we get a breakout, and congratulations to the moon. We'll look at the targets at that point, but as of right now, it's so bearish, and we're all the way down at the lows and just consolidating. We've been accumulating since May of 2022, so we just have to wait for that breakout to start seeing where it's headed. With that being said, I'll keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Congrats, man. One video that explodes can get you to 10K easily. I hope so. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know. So on my TikTok, so I made a TikTok like three weeks ago, and one of my videos had like one of my Dogecoin videos now has 110,000 views. So it like exploded on TikTok, and I'm like, whoa, like dude, I wish I was monetized. I'm not monetized on TikTok. TikTok monetization, you need at least 10,000 followers before you can monetize, which is crazy, but it's okay. You know, we all got to start somewhere. Meow, a good man, or without money, he don't change. That's right. You got to stay consistent. I strongly believe that. You got to stay consistent. Keep it the same. You know, keep your heart still. Be very still. Be careful what you let into your life and all that stuff. So you could apply that to anything. You could apply that to all these coins that are coming out, or like, you know, anything new. You want that new car? Look, does that new car, you know, that new car wants to make its way into your life. Like, what is it going to cost you? I don't know. Just things like that. We got to do peanuts. I got to find it. No. It is all good. I think with that being said, you know, we've been live for about 2 hours and 15 minutes now. So I think we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats. Dwayne Kelly, I appreciate you sent me 3 super chats to this live stream. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, with that being said, just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. I will be going live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it'll be after work. And then again, for the duration of this month, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then weekends, it'll be in the mornings, kind of like what we did today. Well, congrats, man. TikTok is the feed system. You got to feed it, but YouTube is like 1,000. Yeah, it is 1,000x better. It is 1,000x better, I think, in my opinion. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.